A single sound can collapse time in an instant. A song or music in general can pull a past moment into the present. In some cases, a painful memory emerges and we're taken back to that instant. But what can we do to rewire a moment and a memory that is tied to a painful event? Are those sounds and songs ruined forever? In this video, I want to explore how music functions both as a trigger for traumatic memory, but also as a tool for healing. From Dr. Arroyo's book, Participatory Composition, Video Culture, Writing, and Electracy, she writes, "Suddenly and with no comprehensible warning, certain photographs become animated. Barthes explains that the adventure works both ways. The photograph reaches and animates him just as he animates the photograph. This is a wonderful explanation of the participatory experience we undergo when interacting with images and video online. Further on, Arroyo goes on to explain that Barthes says the punctum provides access to the unrepresentable by breaking out of the banality of both the studium and definition. The punctum of recognition emerges from the body, instigating disruption and disturbance, a sort of disorder." So even though Roland Barthes focuses on photographs, I wanted to apply this theory to music and how it functions as a punctum. A song becomes a sensory wound, and it can pierce through present by reopening the past. In the movie Silver Linings Playbook, Pat's wedding song operates as a sonic punctum. When he hears it unexpectedly, the music triggers an immediate emotional experience in him. The song bypasses rational thought and reactivates the trauma of betrayal. This
really
moment
playing?
mirrors real trauma responses.
That song is killing me.
It's involuntary and
off?
overwhelming.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't have the controls. I'm sorry.
Did
I don't
Dr.
have the
Timbers put you up to
controls.
this? Is there a speaker here? Is it the speaker here?
Sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'll fix all this, okay? That was a messed up thing you did, Dr. Patel, all right? That's a messed up thing. I'm sorry, but that's...
You can call me Cliff, please.
Yeah, well, Cliff, that's not the way you're supposed to meet people, okay?
Sorry about that song. I just wanted to see if it was still a trigger for you.
Bravo! It's a trigger.
In this scene, we can see how Pat hears the song and it instantly takes him back to that moment when the traumatic event happened. Trauma can be difficult to articulate through traditional academic writing alone. That's why music in particular operates perfectly within Electracy. So when music triggers trauma, the experience is already electric. It happens through sound. Another example of this is the anime Your Lie in April. The main character, Kosei, experiences music as trauma. After his mother's death, the piano becomes a trigger. When he plays, he can no longer hear the sound of his own music. It's a response to his grief, abuse, and loss. Neuroscience helps explain this response. The traumatic memory disrupts sensory processing, especially when a stimulus is closely tied to emotional pain. In this anime, Kosei is troubled by the memory of his mom abusing him while teaching him the piano. What used to be a fun thing for them to do together became traumatic. However, later on in the anime, Kosei becomes friends with a young girl who helps him begin to play the piano again, and because of this, he's able to heal through his trauma using music and being able to enjoy the piano once again. Neuroscientist Daniel Levitin explains that music is powerful because it activates emotional memory and reward systems in the brain simultaneously. When a song is associated with an emotionally intense event, the brain stores the music as part of the memory itself. Hearing that song later does not simply recall the past, but it also reactivates the emotional state of that moment. This explains why music can trigger trauma responses, but also why it can be used to heal. From an article titled Music and Trauma, the Relationship Between Music, Personality, and Coping Style, Sandra Garrido writes about the effects of programs that use creative therapies specifically designed to help survivors and those who struggle with mental health problems.
Here, the music serves as a distractor. It diverts attention from a stressful event to something more pleasant, which reduces
In this part of the
stress
video,
levels.
I wanted to include
So fitting
music
the
that is free on YouTube that is meant to help people regulate emotions and to help people who might be triggered by something.
And thank you for joining me for this meditation intended to rewire your brain for safety. This is a somatic meditation to help with trauma healing.